It's time for Friday Night Magic. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is Force with, yes, you guessed it, Friday Night Magic, as indicated by the introduction. And we're gonna be playing the Golgari Spawn deck today by Hakeem of No Goblins Allowed. And I'm very excited. We're gonna keep this in. Very excited to inform you all. I know there are some people who watch my videos who really are looking for like good play, and I just found out the Hakeem, who is someone who has made a bunch of decks that we've showcased here on FNM. He's got a YouTube channel. Ta-da! Congratulations! You guys could go watch the proest of plays over on Hakeem's channel. I will link that in the video description below. If you want to see someone fudge up with those pro decks, this is your place to be. This is where you want to be. We're going to go ahead and drop the Elvish Visionary. We're playing against a red, black, and white deck. So tricolor deck. The deck that we are playing today, the Golgari Spawn. This is a dual color deck, just black and green, and it's loaded with creatures. And we've got ways of getting our creatures into the graveyard. I don't know. And then we've got the spider spawning, and there's some graveyard fetch and stuff like that. It's fun. It's just like a creature heavy deck, but it's pretty neat. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go with this, and we're going to go with the second Elvish Visionary. Unfortunately, he did play a Mentor of the Meek, so whenever he plays a creature with power 2 or less, he can pay an additional 1, which will let him draw a card, which that really sucks, but we're also going to be drawing cards here with our Graveborn Muse. Now, we're not going to be attacking early on. I will likely just be using the Visionaries as chump blockers. I expect a lot of small creatures from him, and then he gets to draw cards with this. So let's see what he does here. He's going to play another Mentor of the Meek, and off of that, he can trigger this. So now whenever he plays a creature, he's got the option to pay 1 twice, 1 for each Mentor of the Meek, so he can draw multiple cards. So he's going to have he's going to be a pretty good spot here with in terms of card advantage. Now the problem, I'm trying to think here, I'm looking at this deck list, and we don't really have any board clear or anything. We do have, the 2 is fine. I'm going to save it for blocking bigger stuff or when things get a little scarier. This is going to be very interesting. There's our spider spawning. Now, I'm going to be playing the Graveborn Muse right now. So we've got a bunch of really big, strong creatures. And then once they get in our graveyard, either from dying or from self-milling, which we have a few of, we drop the spider spawning, and we had a crap ton of the 1/2s in play. So we're just going to play the Graveborn Muse and pass the turn. I'm not attacking into his 2/2 with our 1/1s. The Graveborn Muse is going to be a good blocker for his 2/2s. However, honestly, if he swings with both 2/2s and he's got all his lands untapped, I probably won't block in case he also has burn or something. What is this? Okay. So whenever he gains 4 life during a turn, he gets a 4/4 in play. This is not good. Yeah, so if he had attacked there, that would have been fine with me, actually. So we get to draw a single card here, and then plus the card for the turn. We play a land, and now we've got some options, man. We could play the Arbor Colossus. We could play the Shadowborn Demon. I guess we'll just play the Arbor Colossus for now. Yeah. Gonna play the Arbor Colossus. It is a 6/6 with reach, so it can block creatures with flying. The good thing, though, too, is that we can trigger Monstrosity, which will be 6 mana. And when we do, we get to kill a creature with flying. So if he gets a bunch of, this is getting creatures in flying, we can consistently kill that off. That needs to die, so that is going to die from our Shadowborn Demon. This doubles the life gain that he gets. Anytime he gains life, he gets twice that life instead. We can't, no, that cannot happen, basically. That needs to die, so we're going to Shadowborn Demon that. Upkeep, we draw a card, plus our card for the turn. And we are going to go with a Shadowborn Demon, I believe, yeah. So pre-combat, Shadowborn Demon comes into play. We're going to kill his Rock's Faithmender. Plus it's a nice 5/6 flyer. And I'm going to attack with the 6/6. I'm considering attacking with the 3/3, but no, because he could double block right now. He could double block with his 2/2s. I would kill one of his 2/2s, but he would kill my Graveborn Muse, and I'd rather have my Graveborn Muse, honestly, right now. We're in a decent position with our board here. This is a cool thing about this deck. Not only does it have the gimmick of getting your creatures in your graveyard to get a huge spider spawning, but the creatures you have are just unbelievably strong and really awesome. So, alright, he's going to play the Obelisk of Alara. That doesn't save him. He's going to gain 2 life. but that's not enough to trigger this. If the Faith Mender was in play and he played this, he actually would have gained 4 life, and that would have been able to trigger the Angelica Chord. Untap, upkeep, draw a land, draw a card, draw our card for the turn. We actually have to sacrifice for our Shadowborn Demon, and we're just going to sacrifice one of our 1/1s here. Play a land for the turn. And we could kill him this turn with, no, this would be 9 plus the 5. That wouldn't be a kill here. Actually, what about this? So we'll play this and see if he blocks. We're gonna play the Elder of Laurels. You can tap 4, give target creature +X/+X until end of turn. X is the number of creatures you control. And then what we're gonna do is go into a combat phase. I'm gonna swing with everything. I haven't done the math yet though. We're going to swing with everything, see what he chooses to block. He has to block that 6/6. So if he blocks this, this is going to be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're not going to kill him, but we'll deal a ton of damage. He's just blocking that, really. Okay. +X/+X. We're going to do it to the Shadowborn Demon. So it's going to be an additional 4 damage here. So it's 10, 14. It's going to bring him down to 4. He loses his Mentor of the Meek. So unless he's got board clear right here, which he might. Is Planetary Cleansing cost 6? Oh wait, no, he's gonna gain life here, so he's gonna Obelisk of Alara. This is hilarious because he's gaining life, and then he's thinking, oh yeah, then I get an Angelic Accord thing, but we're just gonna Monstrosity this and kill his flyer, and then swing with everything and win. I think there's a oh no, he's got some more Chamba. All right, so he's delaying. He is delaying his death, but I am I'm fairly certain that the Golgari spawn deck is coming out victorious this match. I'm just saying. I'm just saying here. All right, here we go. Here we go. So here's his 4/4. Yep, congratulations. We gotta draw a card, and again, a card for the turn. We have to sacrifice one of our creatures. We are gonna play a land. Yeah. Okay. So swing with everything. Trigger before he can block. Trigger the Monstrosity. Kills one of his flyers. Turns our dude into a 9/9 as well. He's gonna Cloud Shift. Okay, so he's gonna exile it and then bring it back into play. All right. Well, that saves his creature. Or oh, it doesn't work that way because it's a token. That's hilarious. That poor sap. He's like, wait a second. Where did my flying creature go? I did the Cloud Shift. I was supposed to. Oh no. All right, so he's gonna block the 9/9. He's gonna block the 2/3. Doesn't matter. Force wins. Yeah, a Joker. See? All right, I'll see about that, buddy. That's that's like a Joker-looking thing too. Huh? Do we want to keep this? This is not. It's not bad, but it's not great either. All right, that's much better. Much better. Much better. I like to see the Elvish Visionary. We've got some early game drops that we can either play as creatures or cycling and then unearth. So let me show these to you here. F1. Cycling, discard a card, draw a card. Great. Unearth. A creature with unearth can temporarily return to the battlefield from your graveyard for its unearth cost. So we can basically play it for a turn, essentially. Now, we're going to play the Elvish Visionary now, though we do want some card draw here, and having a creature in play is preferable to having one in my graveyard from cycling. So, and unfortunately, we might have to cycle the Viscera Dragger next turn. So basically, you can just get it in play for play the sorcery. The creature gains haste, so you can get it in play to attack for a turn, essentially. Yeah, that's what it is. And we're gonna be playing against a token deck. Let's play the Necromancer Assistant. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Necromancer Assistant 3/1. Top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. But Force, that's horrible. Why are you doing that? Well, we actually want. So we've got creatures in our graveyard. We actually, again, last game you just saw me play some big beefy ass creatures and destroy the opponent. But there's actually this whole notion of we want creatures in our graveyard. Like. Nemesis Immortals cost 1 less for each creature card in your graveyard. So we have 3 in our graveyard right now. This thing costs 3 less. See? Math. I'm probably going to cycle this. I need more lands. Plus having the creature in my graveyard is not bad. Beautiful. And then we can cycle the other one too. Okay. So now, our Nemesis of Mortals. Do I want to attack? Yeah, I would like it if he blocked with that. Because I don't want this to live. He's playing a token deck, so his goal is to try to get a bunch of tokens in play. This is a every turn token producer, so long as he's got another creature in play. So I prefer to have that gone. So now my thing costs 5 less to cast, so I can play this 5/5 next turn for 2 instead of 6. You see what I'm saying? So with the Nemesis Immortals, plus with the spider spawning, actually stuff like this, like getting cards into our deck, works perfectly. And this deck is predominantly creatures. There are very few non-creature cards. I think there's like, what's this, 3? I think there's only 3 non-creature cards. No, plus the spider spawning, so there's 6 non-creature cards, but that's it. And all of those 6 cards relate to our graveyard and having creatures in them, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so what we can do this turn, I could Graveborn Muse too, but I think having a 5/5 in play right now is pretty awesome. I guess the card draw is really good. No, I'm going to start putting pressure on him. Yeah, I'm going to start putting pressure on him. And we can also play the Elder of Laurels. So let's do this, plus the Elder of Laurels. And then we're going to swing for 3. And on top of it costing less, it's got Monstrosity 5, which if you cast it, it gets +5. It gets 5/1/1 tokens on it. And this Monstrosity 5 costs 1 less for each creature in your graveyard as well. So it could go from costing 9 to costing 2. If you have enough. Right now I only have 5 creatures, so it costs 5 less. So that's going to make this cost 4 if I want a Monstrosity 5. But all right, he's going to exile a creature. I'm guessing he's going to get rid of that 5/5. Now I could kill the Banisher Priest to get that thing back. I could do that. Contemplating. Well, let's just play the Graveborn Muse from now. I would like the card draw, to be honest with you. I'm not going to unearth or anything. I will swing with the 2/3. I would swing with multiple if I had the mana to also Elder, but I don't, so we're just going to swing with the 2/3. I don't want him to kill that dude yet. I don't want him to kill a 3/1 yet. I don't want to trade a 3/1 for a 1/1 token, is what I'm saying. Not interested. And the Shadowborn Demon, we won't have to sacrifice creatures if we've got 6 or more in our graveyard, which we will have with the first sacked creature, or the next creature that he kills. So we can actually, I might play the Shadowborn Demon next turn. We'll get our 5/5 back, we'll kill his Banisher Priest. We'll just have to see what he does this turn, if he plays any other imposing creatures or whatever. Plus having a 5/6 flyer in play, that's going to be pretty good against this deck, which thus far has 0 flyers. So yeah, I think that's going to be our game plan. So lose a life, draw a card, plus the card for the turn. Oh wait, we have 2 zombies in play, so we drew 2 cards. That's awesome. Alright, so we're going to play our Shadowborn Demon. Now let's do combat first. Yeah, I'm going to attack first. Just in case he's got anything to do with his mana or whatever. This deck's pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Hakeem, for this putting up this deck list, because this is hilariously fun. You're just like a boatload of creatures and just destroying your opponent. All right, so we're gonna play the Shadowborn Demon. We are going to destroy his Banisher Priest. This will unexile our creature, putting it back into play under our control. I will then play the Guildgate. And the turn is now passed over to our opponent. So this is pretty imposing. He needs something big here to not concede, essentially. He's got 7 mana, so if he's got any big beast to play, he could probably... I mean, he's got to be running what? He's got to be running some decent stuff in there. Right? He's going to play a 2/2 first strike, and he's going to get 1/1 and play with us as well. He's going to play an Armored Ascension, which will give this creature flying and pump it up for each white land that he controls, for each planes he controls. So that's now a 7/7 flying that he has. That's really good. Fortunately for him, I've got the Elder of Laurels. We're going to sack a 1/1. So we are just going to go into combat. I'm going to swing with everything. Alright, so we're just going to wait to see what he blocks. Then we will activate Elder of Laurels 2 times. And we should just win from that. Okay, so those 2 go through. We go Elder of Laurels, pump this up. Okay, we go Elder of Laurels, pump this up. So they're both going to get +5/+5, which is more than enough damage pushed through for the victory. It's Friday Night Magic. We're going to win a game. We won the game. Friday Night Magic. It's taking forever. There we go, fine. And now for the third and final match for the day. It's a pretty good hand. Again, Elvish Visionary and a Wayfinder early on, plus the Nemesis Immortal, so nice early creature. We will keep this hand. Gonna go first, gonna play the Guild Gate. Second turn, Visionary. Third turn, Wayfinder. So this is top 4 cards of your library. You gotta put a land into your hand. Actually, I might play the Wayfinder second turn here. Ooh. That tap land. Alright, it doesn't matter at this point because I do have another land to play next turn. If I did not have another land to play next turn, I would have just played the Wayfinder first, I think. I'm trying to think though, is there any reason for me not to play the Wayfinder first? Not really. Because it guarantees I get a land in hand if there's a land like that. That would have gone into my hand, and then the next 3 cards would have gone into the graveyard. So long as they were creatures, which again, since this deck only has 6 non-creature cards, there's a pretty decent chance it would have been creatures. Insert sorcery spells, cost 1 less to cast. Ow, this game's gonna hurt. Force, why do you say that? Well, because he is playing burn. He's gonna burn me. So many ways. Let's, hopefully I'm gonna get 4 creatures in my graveyard here so I can play Nemesis Immortals next turn. No, only 1? Ugh, yuck. I do not want this in my graveyard either. I'll show you that in a second. Let's switch it over to his turn. So this is one of the non-creature cards, Dead Reckoning. You may put target creature card from your graveyard to the top of your library. If you do, Dead Reckoning deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. So it's a good way to remove some creatures. And whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, Gutter Snipe deals 2 damage each opponent. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose this game here. We've got 1 creature in our graveyard, so this costs 1 less to play. Yeah, just 1. So it's cost 5. So yeah, I was contemplating playing the untapped land. I was like, can I play Nemesis this turn? But I still can't. So, but we will be able to play Nemesis next turn. Unfortunately, not at a very reduced casting cost. The thing is, if I can just survive long enough, the Placa Worm life. Oh my God, we lose. That thing is gonna destroy me. This thing is gonna obliterate me. He's gonna get so many flying creatures in play. It's not even funny. I need to start. I need something to start happening. I need to start attacking and weeding out, getting rid of these creatures. Oh no. What I need is I need to play the Runescar Demon and get my Shadowborn Demon ASAP, because this thing needs to die. So every time he plays an instant sorcery, we take 2 damage, plus he gets a 2/2 flying creature in play. Every single time he plays an instant sorcery, this happens. So he's just gonna keep drawing cards, dealing damage to me, countering spells. Like that's what will happen here. That's what he'll be doing. Do we have this 3, 4, 5, 6? No, shoot, we're 1 turn away. Gonna play a second Nemesis. I am going to be attacking with this Nemesis. Vapor Snag, beautiful. Thanks, you jerk. Turn target creature to its owner's hand. Its controller loses 1 life. He gets a 2/2 flying in play. Yeah, this game is over. Plus we take the damage from gutters. This game is over. I'm sorry. My only reprieve here is getting the Placa Worm. I mean, there's still a slim chance, I think, but it does not look good for me. It does not look good at all. Especially since there's still an opportunity for him to counterspell. Like right now, he's got the untapped mana to counterspell. Whatever I would want to do next turn. He's gonna be swinging me for 4. Yeah. Ah, this is sad. We were on such a roll. If my card draws had gone a little bit differently, I think I could have won this game. I really do. But it's not happening here. Gonna attempt to play Palaka Worm. It's gonna get countered. There it is. So it's gonna be 2 damage, bring us down to 7. And then he's got 6 in the air. So he just needs to deal 1 more damage to us. So that just means he needs to play 1 more instant or sorcery spell, which he obviously has. Let's attack with our 5/5. That's pretty nifty. I like this red-blue deck. I mean, I really like this deck too. It's just nice to see different things. Not that this is anything like I've seen Talrent Sky Summoner decks before. All right, so he just has to attack me. Oh no, wait, he's got 8 in play. That's right. So that is the game. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Friday Night Magic. I feel so sad going out on a loss, but we did have some glorious victories. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Stay tuned for another FNM next Friday. Keep watching and keep owning. Womp womp womp.